Intergalactic planetary, intergalactic, intergalactic planetary, intergalactic, intergalactic planetary, intergalactic.
Greetings, Earthlings. It is I, Michael Bying, founder and design director of UGO Games. What UGO stands for is Unidentified Glowing Object. Now that we've got business out of the way, let's get to the video. So I like to title these videos are UGO Plays. Basically what they are Let's Play videos. And if you've never seen one of these, basically it's a group of peeps who play a video game in front of peeps, and also they commentate while they're doing so. So it's a bit of a audio commentary track. I always like audio commentary tracks. I don't know about you guys. I love those on DVDs. Always watch them. Blu-rays are not too bad. It was one of the original reasons why I kind of hesitated, about Blu-rays, because at first Blu-rays, they didn't have special features. Oh wow, that lagged there. Anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that. I want to get into Battletoads, okay? So here's Battletoads. Now I decided to play this Let's Play. We'll do a UGO Play because Rare Replay Value just came out today. Well, it's gonna come out. It came out last night at midnight. I believe they had a midnight launch. I didn't go to it because yeah, I was just too excited about starting something like this. So, anyways. Let's get into the game. So, I was watching James Rolfe and MF Mike, and what MF stands for, well, I'm not going to say it. I mean, if you swear, then you know what MF stands for. I was watching them play Battletoads on NES, and actually recently, Bootsy, one of their guys, he actually beat it, and he also beat it twice. Well, I think he beat it many times, actually, not just twice. But he did that off camera, and he also did it on camera, and he showed how. Now, he didn't beat this version particularly. Now, I've never been able to beat this game. All I know is Battletoads actually was a, it was a bit of a competition with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, actually. Not many people know that. And the other thing that people don't know about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is it originally was for adults. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. It came out in the 80s. It was based off that TV series and everything, the 80s show. No, actually, the 80s cartoon was based off a comic that was intended for adults. I mean, it was very gory, and the Turtles actually didn't wear purple, blue, and red. They all wore like an orangish, well, it was like a reddish, orangish tint for their bandanas. So yeah, they kind of changed that, and also their personalities. I think their personality was a little different. No, I'm not certain about that, so please don't quote me on that. Anyways, yeah, I should have gotten those flies, but I guess you can't get it if you're holding a bamboo stick or whatever this thing is. So, one thing I will say about this game is the graphics are actually a lot better than the NES version. I originally wanted to do an NES game. I actually wanted to do Paperboy, but that didn't seem to work. Oh, yeah, I guess you can eat flies while holding a bamboo stick. At least that's what it reminds me of. Missed the one up. But yeah, for some reason I couldn't record for NES. I was really upset about that. But anyways, Sega Genesis was like, I think it was like my second console that I owned as a child. And I had a tragic story of what happened to it. Back when I was in believe it was 5th grade. I found it actually in my, well, no, I found it in 3rd grade, but I found it in my drawer of my desk. I have this armoire in my room, and I haven't hooked it up. I didn't hook it up for like years. And then I started getting into it. I was playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Mrs. Pac-Man, which is awesome on Genesis. It's like, to me, it was better than the arcade version. But anyways, I was playing it one day and it started smoking. Like the transformer started getting hot, and it scared me when I was a little kid. And I actually was, I was scared of fires. I was literally frightened. I was traumatized by it. And at that age, yeah, it was just one of those things that just happened to me. But anyways, now that I'm older, I got over that. Took me a while, not that long, but it was just one of those stupid fears. Okay, I'm getting closer to the turbo tunnel. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do turbo tunnel. Turbo tunnel is like what pretty much stumps everybody except Bootsy, because Bootsy, I've seen him get past it. I believe MF Mike actually got past it too on Cinemassacre. I'm a big fan of Cinemassacre, as you can tell. It's Audrey. I think that's what her name was. Or is it Veronica? I can't remember. I'm basically quoting Little Shop of Horrors there. Oh, dang. Yes, got the feather. The feather machete. I don't know what they call it. I'm just making up names here. Whatever it's called. Bam! Yeah, speaking of which, I actually should have just did a Turtles video for a Let's Play, since I have it on Genesis. Well, Hyperstone Heist, which basically I think is the poor man's version of Turtles in Time. So... Alrighty then. Yeah, I actually had to pause it there. I wanted to check the footage. Yeah, sometimes I could be a perfectionist. It's a good thing, not a bad thing. Ah, darn it. I'm not a perfectionist when it comes to this game. I'm not like Bootsy or any of the guys out there that can do it. Okay, this is a bit easier than the NES version. These crows, they sort of remind me of the crows from Earthworm Jim. Any of you guys know what I'm talking about when you're like on the monkey bars in the junkyard and they attack you? That was another game that I thought was interesting. Now, to me, I always thought the successor to Earthworm Jim was a game called MDK, which stood for Mission Deliver Kindness, according to the manual. But everybody, including my cousin, my funny cousin actually, well, I consider it funny, he thought it meant Murder, Death, Kill because of the movie Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone. One of the things that they say in there is Murder, Death, Kill. They refer to Wesley Snipes' character, I believe, as a criminal who has committed Murder, Death, Kill. And I believe it was that. but I know that they do say it in the movie. Anyways, it's a good game. It's pretty dark. It's darker than this, but it also has a sense of humor. The second game isn't too bad either. I just got farther. I believe I got farther in the first game because it's a little easier. The second game is just, it's super challenging. I mean, I actually asked one of the guys who helped develop it. I asked him, I said, you know, did you guys test this game? And he said to me, that I think they rushed it out to market or something. We should just stop talking because I can't get past. Oh, hey, I got past it. All right. Oh, I spoke too soon. Don't get too cocky. Yeah, I know. I got it. Blah, blah, blah. So this must have been the Regina George back in the day. That movie, Mean Girls. I gotta say, I mean, my high school, it was a lot like that movie. I literally knew so many Mean Girls in high school that I could literally make a third movie. Because there was a second Mean Girls movie, which, to me, it was not that great. I couldn't sit through it. It just wasn't as good as the first. Oh, but anyways, this kind of reminds me of that place back in the 90s. I think it might have been, I don't know, I would say middle 90s, called Leaps and Bounds, and then they changed the name to Discovery Zone, and then they basically went ahead and ixnayed it, and now we have Chuck E. Cheese, and Enchanted Castle. Well, at least there's an Enchanted Castle by me. I don't know how big of a franchise Enchanted Castle is. But anyways, yeah, this kind of reminds me of the ball pits. I love those places when I was a kid. I mean, man, those places are so huge. I mean, when you're a kid, you know, child or whatever, you know, wee man, every place you pretty much go to is, like, so big. Because you're just, you know, an infant. And it was funny, because I remember I went to the Museum of Science and Industry when I was a child, and I thought, man, this is huge. And then when I went back there for like a school trip back in high school, it was not so big. I was like, wow, this is tiny. Okay, here's the infamous turbo tunnel. I'm going to see if I can get past it. If I can't, then I think I might just switch a game and play something else, because I'm thinking about doing 3 Let's Plays today. I don't want to just do one. Ah. Yeah. Well, this is a bit easier than the NES version. I can't talk when I'm doing this. If I talk, I'm gonna die. And I got a heart from that. Oh, hey, at least they don't start me at the beginning of the game. Alright, I think I'm gonna try this... a few more times, maybe. I don't know. Then I'm just gonna pop in something else. Lag! Not good. I don't know what those guys are. It's really sad that this series, like as a TV series, it didn't get picked up or anything. It actually only had 1 pilot episode. Well, only 1 episode, which was the pilot, and after that, it didn't take off. I mean, it would have been interesting to see this compete with Ninja Turtles, because it was different. I agree with Cinemassacre. I know I'm bringing them up a lot. I just really like Cinemassacre. But other people I watch, sometimes I would watch Nostalgia Critic. Angry Joe I also watch, who is, I think, is in the same association as Nostalgia Critic, like they work at the same place, but don't live near each other. The only thing about Angry Joe that I don't like is there's only so much of him I can take. Like, I like him when he's normal, but when he gets into his angry persona, it kind of gets on my nerves. With James Rolfe, that doesn't, because James Rolfe, I don't know, he's just humorous. I like the way he does his things, and he does a lot of research. I'm not saying Angry Joe doesn't, but I just prefer Cinemassacre, because, like, with Cinemassacre, it just feels like you're with them. Like, when you're playing a game, you feel like you're in the room with them, they're, like, your buddies, you know, and I really like that. I mean, they're just a bunch of guys playing a game. That's pretty much what it is. I love to emulate that with these videos, really. But at the same time, I do like to watch the language. Personally, I don't like to swear. I also tell my team, hey, let's watch the language in meetings. Darn it. That's what I get for talking through this. But yeah, I try to do that. That's just how I am. Even though we are an independent video game developer, I still like to maintain that presence in the team, like, you know, the presence of, hey, we are professionals. You know, we're not here to screw around. This isn't some frat or anything. We are here to make a game. But currently, right now, as you saw in the disclaimer, we are on hiatus. I can't say anything else about that. But anyways, yeah, so far this is not that bad of a game on Genesis. I do prefer this over the NES version. It's a little easier. And I'm going to stop talking because I really want to see if I can get past this. And I wasn't talking, I was really focused there. At least I hit a checkpoint. Hey, I blame the lag for that. That is no excuse. Lag. Okay, I gotta change my frames per second. That's probably why it's doing that. Most of it's a transition, but eh. I blame lag. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm not gonna continue. I feel like playing something else, honestly. But anyways, that was our first UGO Games video. There are gonna be plenty more. But anyways, I'll probably play something else. It's gonna be retro, because that's what I like. I like retro games. I do like modern games too. Although some modern games are really upsetting me. Like, I don't like how developers are now rushing to get games out when they're not complete. You know, just because, oh, well, we could improve it. you know, because it's pretty much a live game. I mean, everybody can get updates because they're all online. You know, I'm tired of that philosophy. I want to make a game that is complete, because then the public, you guys, will enjoy it. I'm talking about the days when we were playing Tomb Raider, okay, and all the classic games, Siphon Filter, games that were created and finished, okay, created greatly and finished. To me, that is great game making. Anyways, that was just my opinion. You're gonna hear a lot of it with some of these Let's Plays, but anyways, thank you again for enjoying this and tuning in. Please like and subscribe and share this video. We will have plenty more. All right. So you guys all have a great day, Earthlings, and yeah.
Intergalactic planetary, intergalactic planetary.